Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Vintage. First off, vintage, right? Well, 2017, I'm only going to buy secondhand and vintage. This is a beautiful example of a Christian Lacroix, sweetie darling. 90s? Yeah, 90s. I don't know, maybe late 90s. It's a Christian Lacroix pour homme shirt with a lot of different things going on. It's a little bit, how would you say, cowboy-y, perhaps. All these pretty things, and has little pockets here on the sides. And it has like a lobster and a crab and stuff all over it. Even on the sleeves, we have a lot of detailing going on. Really, really beautiful. This is not a printed pattern, this is woven. All of these colors are actually different woven colors, threads. So, for those friends of mine who believe in astronomy or astrology, we are experiencing something very interesting for the year 2017. So it is January, the year has just begun. And, for those of you who follow me on my New Year's Eve video, I already said, as far as numbers are concerned, 2017, when you add 2 plus 1 plus 7 is 10. 10 is comprised of 1 and 0. 1 plus 0 is 1, so it's 1. It's like the year of beginning. It's like a fresh new start. But now, if you add the fact that we're entering this full moon in Cancer phase, and me being a Cancer, by the way, now you know it, there was no speculation about that, so it's very important also to me. And it's a very delicate time because a very dear friend of mine who is into astrology and astronomy pointed it out to me and said, Dacob, this is your kind of day. And not just, but for everybody, it's a very particular moment in time. And there's a couple of notes that I've written down. Basically, the idea is this: we're holding on to something very old that is blocking us, that is kind of suffocating our roots. And without our roots, we can't grow, we die. So we got to learn to let go of certain things. Now, and it's interesting how she put it by saying maybe something that keeps us from feeling connected, loved, secured, buried in memory, touch, or lingering scent that holds us back or that takes us back. Scents, perfume, fragrances, lingering stuff. I shed my beard for the occasion, literally. I don't know what you think about it, because I always feel super naked after I shave, but I felt like I needed this fresh start or change. But letting go of something is very interesting. And also, she says to take very much care of ourselves. We have to create a new regimen, fill our life with people, things. And it's interesting that she also says things, not just people, that nurture us. So I'm really feeling that need, because lately I've been kind of more distancing myself from people. I've noticed that I'm not so much into huggy and touchy, but at the same time I kind of feel the need that I feel that this is difficult. I think I feel that I should feel the need to have more physical contact. But I'm not so sure about that. I mean, maybe it's something that's just influencing because I'm reading the text about the full moon in Cancer, but you never know. It's difficult. I think, generally speaking, full moons are super complicated, no matter what sort of particular full moon they happen to be, because they make a lot of people go a bit nuts. And a lot of people speculate about the fact that that's not true. I personally, for a fact, don't we know that like suicide rates are higher during full moons? I go bananas during full moon. I'm definitely more susceptible to emotional things. I'm more prone to being, you could say hysterical in a way. I'm just like more in my head during a full moon, and I have more difficulties to sleep. Also because, if it's a clear sky, you can really literally see everything happening around. You can see that the full moon is just like illuminating that sky. If it's very cloudy, of course, you don't see that. But if it's not very cloudy, you have issues with, at least I do, with sleeping. And I think, in general, all of these periods, whether it be, Christmas time when we're more vulnerable and fragile, we need to be surrounded more by loving people. But also on full moons, it's kind of a similar situation. But the fact that this year we kind of have to shed something, shed a skin, let go of something, well, I shaved. That's the thing for now. And perfume-wise, scent-wise, all of my fragrances remind me of something in particular. I work very, very hard to try not to connect a certain fragrance with a situation that has brought me pain, so that fragrance would only remind me of that. And in fact, there is one in particular, story time. It's a fragrance of a Valentino Uomo, I think. Pre-reformulation. Not the Valentino Uomo. Darn, I don't know what the name of it is. There's one that looks like, similar to the like Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme packet box. It's like rounded on the side. Not that one. I'm thinking Valentino Uomo from the 2000s. I don't know. Anyway, there was a person who wore that fragrance. Made me lose my head for them. And painful. It ended really horribly. Very bad. So that fragrance to me, as good as it smells, it's always associated to a douchebag. To an extent that you cannot believe. Like beyond my description, oh my God, I have all my fragrances here. Beyond the description I gave of Sauvage as being the douchebag fragrance. No, Sauvage is, for reasons that I explained in my video, I'll post a link in the description box down below so you could check the review of Sauvage and why Sauvage Dior is considered to be a douchebag fragrance by me. But more so than that, the thing is this: I've never smelled, never smelled anybody wearing that fragrance ever since. Except once, my uncle. Now, my uncle is not the type of person you would consider the type of person that kind of, wears fragrances really. But he does. And, he takes care of himself, contrary to popular belief, because, he has a long beard and hair. You would see him and you would think, he's a comfy guy, But then, no, he takes a lot of care about the beard, everything. So I smelled it on him. This was years after the incident. And I was like, what does this fragrance remind me? I haven't smelled it in ages. Oh my God. But it triggered some stomach rotation, I felt inside some negativities around me. And it wasn't him, of course. My uncle is the cutest person in the world. He's so sweet and loving and heartful. But it was the fragrance. And then it took me a couple of minutes, and then I was like, oh, I remember. I tried to delete it out of my memory pattern because I'm the type of person who tends to forget the negative. I try to delete the negative out of my life, and I just remember the positive. I think it's human nature to do so, but anyway, it was still there, anchored somewhere inside of my memory patterns, and I remembered that pain, that excruciating emotional pain and roller coaster I had to go through with this fucking human being. And that fragrance triggered it. And I have since totally eliminated it and deleted it out of my life. I've never really owned it either. But I used to smell it, In the beginning of this kind of affair, I would go to a fucking perfumer because we weren't even in the same city, mind you. I would go to a perfumer just to smell it and be like, oh, And then it turned very sour. And then it turned so bad. And then that memory turned black, From roses and rainbows, it turned to black. And if there were a fragrance for me to delete, not just out of my life physically, because of the tip that I have been given to purify myself for the full moon or the full moon in Cancer, I would definitely like to try to de-root even the memory of that fragrance and what it associates kind of that memory to, from my own memory. That would be something I would love to do, but alas, it ain't happening anytime soon because, I have that memory in me and I keep remembering it. So, but Valentino Uomo would be the fragrance, the most loathed and sexualized fragrance I have ever encountered. Oh my God. Anyway, so no matter what you do, guys, take care. Be very, very careful during this full moon night. Don't do anything crazy. Well, I know I will, for sure, because I always do. There's nothing I can't avoid it. A full moon is a full moon, no matter what name it has. But if you see another video of mine, after this one, it means that I have survived yet another full moon, even though this one is particularly difficult to go and struggle through. But we shall survive no matter what. I was just joking about the survival, not survival. If you are in any sort of danger or you feel super fragile emotional, just write here in the comment section down below. I am here. I will be reading. I will be answering. And also, this is a community. We are in this boat together. The Fashion Bunker is there for everybody. If you guys read comments of other fellow YouTubers, subscribers, or viewers that are in need or in trouble, react to it. Don't turn blindsided to need and attention. You know what I mean? This is a community. We need to stick together. So if somebody is in trouble that way, I mean, there's not much you can do but write back, or make a video about it. But still, I think, to me, I've gone through periods in my life where just knowing that somebody's there to listen, or there's somebody's there just to write me something, to answer to me, to acknowledge my presence, it meant the world to me. And it helped me through a lot of difficult times, and I think we have to be there for each other. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please do share it if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So, no matter how big, bloody, or white and pale the moon is, we never forget. We never forgive. You see, I'm going in tilt already because as I'm filming, this is the full moon day, by the way. We never give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.